To begin the invisible zipper, be sure that your zipper has been pre-shortened and that stay tape and notches have been applied to your fabric. Either at the iron or using finger press, press over the fabric 1/2 inch on either side. Accuracy is very important. To ensure that you're inserting the zipper in correctly, lay the fabric as it would be on a garment, as well as the zipper as it would be on the garment. And then flip the invisible zipper over so that the tape is lining up with the raw edge of the fabric. Pin the length of the zipper tape to the edge of the fabric and unzip the zipper so that it can lay flat. It's important that the edge of the zipper tape is matching up with the edge of the fabric if you're using 1/2 inch seam allowance. Place the last pin just above where the zipper head ends. Now place the invisible zipper foot on your machine. This has a specialty groove that makes it so that you can stitch very close to the coils without stitching on them. Begin with the back stitch and be mindful that there is a top stop at the top of your zipper that is a little bit thicker than the width of the zipper groove, so that you might need to pull on the fabric just a little bit. Remove the pins as you go and be sure that you're using the left groove on the left side of the zipper. If you are stitching through any coils, you will need to start over, seam rip, and be sure that the next time you stitch, you are not getting the coils. After you've backstitched at the end, you can see and ensure that the zipper has not been stitched on the coils at all. You'll do the same thing on the other side, where you ensure that you're inserting the zipper correctly. Flip the fabric over and pin the top, middle, and bottom of the tape to the fabric. The crease of the fabric should line up with the coil of the fabric. It will be easiest for you if the heads of the pins are towards the right side. Place the last pin just above the zipper head and make sure that the tape is flush with the edge of the fabric. Using the right side of the invisible zipper groove, begin with the back stitch, straight stitch, and remember that that top stop will be difficult to go over. Pull the fabric through a little bit and raise and lower the presser foot if necessary. Remove the pins as you go and end with a back stitch just above the zipper head. After you've clipped your threads, you can now zip up your zipper and ensure that everything is laying nice. You should not be able to see very much of the zipper tape at all. Fold the fabric in half, and pulling the zipper tape tail out of the way, you will pin the bottom seam allowance. This is an important step to make sure that there isn't any puckering between the space where the seam is and the space where the zipper is. Right where you ended the last stitch lines, you will want to place a pin, and you will also want to put on a right cording foot on your machine. You're going to stitch as close to those final stitches as possible, possibly a little bit left of where you were stitching, and stitch at 1/2 inch seam allowance down the rest of the length of your fabric. You have now completed an invisible zipper